Evaluation question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? What were your Adobe Photoshop and Premiere skills like at the beginning of the course? In Photoshop I knew how to crop and resize images, how to cut sections of them out and how to alter brightness and other features. However, I had never used Premiere before, so I didn't know how to use any of the features. How far had your Adobe Photoshop and Premiere skills progressed by the time you had completed your main task? In Photoshop, by the end of the task I had learnt how to use a clipping mask, how to add a colour overlay, how to add a stroke, but other than this, I had not really progressed any of my skills. In Premiere, however, as I had not used the programs before, I had learnt various feature skills. I learnt how to import and export files, how to use the razor tool, how to add a filter, resize clips, and add effects to said clips. What lessons did you learn about the use of technologies, both hardware and software, by the time you had completed your main task? In terms of the camera, I learnt the importance of altering the white balance before filming a clip or taking a picture. When we first filmed our clips, the lighting looked perfect in real life, but because we didn't alter the white balance levels, we ended up with bright orange clips that we had to refilm. I also learnt how important it is to learn how to manually focus, as you can get a more accurate focus on what you are filming, and you can also put different things into focus. With Premiere, I learnt to put a video onto a different sequence before exporting it. This is because when I initially exported my video, it had an extra 3 minutes of unnecessary content at the end. I did not learn anything in terms of Photoshop, WordPress or YouTube. I also learnt that Powtoon is not ideal for longer slides, as the slides must be split up to fit a voiceover. What are the advantages/disadvantages of each of the technologies you have used? Advantages of Premiere include the very high quality that you can create, and it's very precise, as you can zoom in and make cuts to the millisecond. However, it can be very difficult to understand if it's your first time using the program, and it can be very overly complicated, as when you go to export the video there is no simple option for 1080p HD, there's many different kinds of HD and 1080p. With YouTube, you could upload videos quickly and easily, however we had many issues with copyright, especially when analysing music videos. With Photoshop, you can make very high quality images, and again it's very precise. However, the Magic Wand tool would miss parts of the seemingly blocked colour sections, so you would have to go around them manually yourself. With Powtoon, it's very easy to use and aesthetically pleasing, however slides can only be 20 seconds long, so if you have more to say than this, you're going to be struggling. With a camera, it's very good quality and simple to use. However, if you forget to do simple things such as altering the exposure or white balance, you could have to refilm your footage again. With WordPress, most of the features are accessible for free and it's a very simple layout, however it's difficult to simply input Word documents. Instead, the reader must download a copy of the document, which is very awkward for us, especially when we're using scripts and audience feedback.